Hell yeah, TeamMUJ in the motherfucking house for this year's gathering prediction video. It's actually really weird to even start off the video even saying that we're doing gathering videos.
Yeah, absolutely.
After last year, there not being a gathering, I think it's really weird.
Everybody out, they sprung that shit up.
Yeah,
Usually we have a whole year to prep, and then they're like, "Hey,
Oh, hey, there's
we're
gathering.
gonna gather."
3 months.
Here you go. Merry Christmas.
Okay.
I think it's dope as fuck. And here we
Right.
are, it's been 2 years since our last gathering prediction video.
Hype as fuck.
And, it's July now, and I think, like, all of us, you guys included, are, like, super hyping in that gear that you get into once gathering season comes around. Like, it's planning whether you're gonna, like, you camping, you're fucking getting your tickets, you big ballin'. I know all the tickets, like, Big Ballers sold out quick, Camping Pass already sold out quick, that's dope as fuck.
That was the fastest crashing site I've ever seen.
That's for the 20th, it stayed down for like a week though. Do you guys remember that? I think they had to. I think they even had to get like a new company to run their servers or whatever because it was so bad.
I do vaguely remember that. Yeah.
And I usually don't buy my ticket until like right before they do the cutoff. That you could order them online or else you get order them or get them at the gate or whatever. But I know I picked my stuff up. All my stuff I picked up at the gate last year. Yeah. But yeah, like it's dope as fuck that there is going to be a gathering the 21st in 20 and 21 or 21 and 21. You know what I'm saying? So it all syncs up again to be back at Legend Valley in Ohio. And like right off the jump, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I am cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with that.
That location wasn't bad at all.
Indiana spoiled the fuck out of us though.
Yeah,
Being
sure
able to
did.
be that was an hour, 2 hour ride.
Yeah.
They had 3 hours tops.
3 hours tops, yeah, at the most 3 hour tops. Columbus is about 6.5 hours, or about 6 hours. From
Yeah.
here. So we got spoiled last year, the 20th annual. For it being in Indiana, and now this year, back in Legend Valley. At least we know the grounds.
Oh yeah.
At least we've all gathered there before. We know that we're going to be treated very well on those grounds. A lot of us have great memories on those grounds, so it's just dope as fuck to go back to Legend Valley. The name fitting, you know what I'm saying? Because it's legendary as fuck,
And we haven't been there since 17. So we haven't been there since year of the
I think the
butterfly.
gathering. I think they did another gathering there though too, right? They did it in 2018. I think they did the.
I
gathering
believe
there.
so, but
Yeah, I think
us
I think
personally
Whoopsack
though,
was there.
us personally we haven't been there since
The
Wizard of
17th
Hood.
annual, 2016, 17th annual Gathering of the Juggalos. One of my favorite Gathering of the Juggalos. Wizard of the Hood is one of those things that you just like. If you weren't there, you'll never know what it was like.
You'll never know.
If you weren't there, you don't know. You can watch it online, and if you weren't there, it doesn't feel the same. You watch it online, you were there, it kind of feels pretty good though.
Oh yeah,
that
it's a
DVD,
tearjerker.
Like,
the DVD thing, the version of it that they did, I was like, and I could just like picture where I was, who I was with, all as it all went down.
And you can see everybody's like, oh, there's Beast Fuck sign, there's this person, there's that person, there's this here.
Yeah, it
That
was really
person's
cool.
about to kill that person over fireworks. It was a great
at that time, it was really dope because like I was with like past, present, and future type homies. You know what I'm saying? It was like I seen my Lake Station homies that I grew up with, the first Juggalos that I knew. You know what I'm saying? Were like the people that we got down together. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like all the way up until like Kenny and Adam were there, fucking, and then Beast and Tommy Heathen and stuff. So like you guys, and we all fucking were smoking blunts and just chilling, listening to seeing Wizard of the Hood. I like legit had tears in my eyes several times, choked up singing lyrics the whole time. So
make me want to spark up this.
Spark it up already early into the show. But no, I get, so going back to Legend Valley, all of us are gonna feel we at least have connections to Legend Valley.
Absolutely.
Those little hills that we've climbed through already before already have our blood, sweat, tears, and memories inside that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's super dope, I think, that we are getting a gathering this year.
Hell yeah.
Already the shit that we've done this year almost makes me forget how shitty last year was. We've already got to see Slice CP twice this year. We got to go to prom already. We went to the warehouse party and stuff this year.
The 3 Ring show.
Yeah, and more concerts are coming up. It's cool being around people again. That is the one thing. I know what I was talking about with you guys about strangers earlier. Outside of that, I do love being like at a concert crowd or whatever. You know what I'm saying? the other time I just don't like entertaining. But I love being in a concert crowd or whatever. And I can't wait to come over that hill, and then right there, then you get to main stage, and hopefully the fucking Ferris wheels and shit are there, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully you come over there, and
that's just legendary. So,
and you know, I talk about that coming over that hill to main stage, you know, and I usually catch main stage shit because I don't really start hardcore gathering until nighttime or whatever, so main stage starts coming on. But I don't often always see everybody on main stage. 2 years ago we did our prediction video, and we were really hype about the predictions. And this year, because I feel like the gathering was like off last year or whatever, I don't really necessarily care about huge acts. I'm back to that mentality.
Right.
I only cared about the huge acts in 20 or the 20th annual, but to me those were huge acts. But to a lot of people, they weren't necessarily huge acts. You know what I'm saying? Like Suicide Boys aren't necessarily the biggest act in the world, but they're huge, you know what I'm saying?
It was huge to have them
huge.
there.
Ghostmain, my favorite fucking set of the 20th annual Gathering of the Juggalos might have been Ghostmain. It was in top tier, and the way that they did Suicide Boys and then Supervillains, man, that was top tier fucking Juggalo shit right there. That was like the coolest shit you could do at a gathering. So I'm not really like super. If they do anything that tops that this year, I'm gonna be like. You know what I'm saying? Like, blew my fucking wig off. And if they don't, I don't give a fuck at all, though.
Because they're throwing.
Well, one of the things, like, actually, you know, going into that,
I'm
one of the
back
things
at the
that I was
gathering.
hoping for is we had Suicide Boys, you know, that last year that we had the gathering, and then we also had Shakewell.
Yeah.
I would like to see Puya added as well.
Man, that's awesome that you said that, because that is someone that I feel like we got shorted on that whole, because it was part of the fucking Grey Days tour that was going on at that same time. Right. Yeah, so, I mean, City Morgue was there, Shakewell was there, Suicide Boys was there. Could they have gotten Puya also? That would have been so dope. Maybe
it would have been full circle.
Maybe they get Puya this year. That is, like, honestly, man, I'm like, that's cool that you kicked off like some of our predictions, because that's someone that I really did think that could, because they didn't get him for that show.
Right, and having so many different collaborations with,
like, even Fat Nick. I think Fat Nick would also be.
I think it would too, and I
think
that
would be fantastic.
Puya and Fat Nick,
they're all collaborating together.
So
that would be really dope. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe the Juggalos would still like Fat Nick. I think some Juggalos might not. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think now that more Juggalos are open-minded and shit, I think they probably would like Fat Nick. But that is something that I feel like, if they don't do big acts this year, I don't really give a fuck. I've never gave a fuck when they've done big acts at the gathering, because I don't necessarily come to the gathering for anyone outside of Psychopathic and the Juggalos. Really, I've been like, if they're not there, I'm still coming to gather.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if the big name acts, if they're not there, I'm still coming to gather.
Right. I mean, we still have our one big name act, two big name acts that we want to see, ICP and Ouija.
Yeah, those are that's
So
really,
we want to see ICP. Yeah. We know we're gonna see Ouija Mac. Anybody else that they're gonna have, involved with Psychopathic, is absolutely a plus.
So like at the 20th annual, when you did get almost the entire Grey Days tour at the 20th annual over spread over days, plus the regular gathering shit you get, that was super dope. This year, if they don't do that, I'm still hanging out with you guys. I'm still going to see all the homies and all the new homies. That shit we're going to talk about later on the show, but we're going to see all of the homies, you know what I'm saying? Everyone we met here throughout the last couple of years, you know what I'm saying? And the Juggalos that we see normally, we're going to see all of them. And, our new homies, the fucking, from the swamps and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? There's so many people that just the family alone this year is what I'm looking forward to. But by all means, Psychopathic, whatever money you might have made over the year and you want to spend it off the gathering, I'm totally with that. I'm buying a ticket, but I'm buying a ticket regardless. All right.
Absolutely.
Our whole crew's going.
Yeah, we're going really regardless. I think that they could maybe pull some huge punches this year though, because there are acts that need to get booked. There are artists that need to get booked. There's all kinds of performers that need an event like the Gathering. Where it's a festival, they'll come get paid, rocking for the Juggalos, and it is kind of last minute, but I hope, and I know in fact that they have it figured out, but if not, it seems like at least always get like the Juggalo favorites.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's really what matters kind of a lot in this year's gathering is like underground Juggalo favorites. And if you get some big name acts, you know, they got to be like, they almost got to be important to even the Juggalo shit, you know what I'm saying, at this point, you know? But like regular, like fucking Juggalo favorites, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fucking Juggalo favorites. Some of these people that are on my list, it is going to be slightly controversial, and then there are people on my list that I think that would be controversial for a different reason, you know what I'm saying? And I think it makes sense for Psychopathic to book them.
Right.
But really, like, kind of just kick it off. Juggalo favorites, honestly, like, it was just the homie's birthday. Kung Fu Vampire is a must for everybody. Yeah,
oh, yeah, shit.
Absolutely.
I watched our last... I watched our last prediction video, a couple seconds of it, just to kind of see it. Like, I forgot how we sat and all that shit. I wanted to see how it looked or whatever. And when I put on, it was talking about Kung Fu Vampire. And I told the Slaughterhouse tour story. When we saw him on Slaughterhouse tour.
Oh yeah.
I told that story. I'm not telling it again. I
told want to hear that story.
I told it because Jiggy. Yeah, I told it because Jiggy was in the bathroom,
Every time.
and Jiggy was kind of still partial maybe to M&E at the time. I don't know, but I talked all kinds of shit about this this shit. But anyway, when we shot that video that day or that weekend, as I was editing the video, they announced it because they were slowly announcing people. They like announced Bone Thugs and Harmony and fucking this that before the video before they dropped the big video.
Yep.
And they. The next night, or while we were filming that video, they announced Kung Fu Vampire.
Nice.
Kung Fu Vampire, even politics aside, Kung Fu Vampire rides for the Juggalos.
Yeah.
And I think he rides for Psychopathic Juggalos, if that's, you know, that's the thing, harder than the other side of Juggalos, you know what I'm saying? But he's always been down. He's a staple to the motherfucking gathering. I said it in that last video. Who doesn't love Kung Fu Vampire? Even as a person, like, the motherfucker is cool as fuck.
Hell yeah, he's nice as
he'll
fuck.
sit with you and talk.
And he'll talk to you about damn near anything.
It is actually, it's after that. So, yeah, after that last video, then we talked about Kung Fu Vampire in September of 2019. So it was like one of the last shows that I did with Razor. Met Grim Jones and all that stuff at that show, and we talked with Kung Fu at the end of the show, and we chopped it up with them about all kinds of shit or whatever. And it was just really cool talking with them or whatever. And I have always thought KFV was just a down ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And it's been rocking with Juggalos, and you know. Every
time we've seen him, he's always been respectful. Every time.
Like, even when he was just like I would just see him random places walking around at the gathering on the 20th. One night we were just chilling on this corner that was like the corner right outside of Merch Row, and then right before you go down the hill or whatever, and you go this way to the main stage, and we were just kind of chilling up against this fence, and he just walked by us and just asked, you know, oh, you guys having a good time? Him and Jiggy kind of looked like twins or whatever.
Have you guys hydrated?
Yeah, something like that. You know, we were chilling.
Like straight up, like he asked me one day at the gathering. He's like, "Have you hydrated?" I was like, "Have you hydrated?" Like I didn't know what else to say except for the same thing.
I feed by moonlight only, is what he said to Low Spot Nixon.
And it was just like he's like, "Hey, have you hydrated?" I was like, "Have you hydrated?" He's like, "I've hydrated. How about you?" And I was like, got my drink. Yeah, like I had my little bottle on me and shit, and he was.
I just think, yeah, exactly. It's shit like that. I just think he's
super dope.
He's down for the Juggalos, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, sometimes you don't allow strikes to be removed, but I feel like anything that he's done, you know, he's earned his stripes. You know what I'm saying? He's straight up down for the Juggalos, and it'd be dope as fuck to see Kung Fu Vampire at the Gathering. And I think every Juggalo really wants to see Kung Fu Vampire at the Gathering. That's like one of the must Juggalo favorites.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like
hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down. Yep.
And Juggalo favorites are like we keep saying, you know, I feel like that's super important for this year's gathering because, you know, we're rising from the ashes together, you know?
Yeah.
And I think, you know, the people who really support the Juggalos should be the ones that are, you know, getting the shine at the gathering and shouldn't be overlooked this year. And this next one's kind of controversial because of that.
Ooh.
Like I'm not gonna go fucking super hard for this either, but I'm gonna go and I'm gonna put this out there. But the 20th annual gathering of the Juggalos, Psychopathic didn't book Jelly Roll. And Jelly Roll got online, he talked a lot of shit about it, and there was just kind of like a lot of back and forth or whatever. And I even shared my opinion then, thinking at the same time, you know, like, just don't bitch about it or whatever, I guess, you know what I'm saying? And the shit got sloppy or whatever, but I feel like if I get what he did, I get he fucked with, like, you know, MNE and all that other shit, and, you know, he did the little distribution deal with Strange, and I don't know if that's all, if these are all problems that Psychopathic maybe had with them or whatever, and I get it, you know what I'm saying? But Jelly Roll's a dope-ass artist.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
He's got a really cool following. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I'm this huge fucking Jelly Roll fan. Don't even fucking get me wrong.
Right.
I'm not even gonna fucking pretend at all that I'm as down with Jelly Roll as half the motherfuckers who are down with them. I'm not like, I don't even know a handful of Jelly Roll's songs by name, you know what I'm saying? But the ones I do are dope as fuck. And then recently, I heard this cat on one of my favorite podcasts. He was on like The Fighter and the Kid or King and the Sting or some shit, you know what I'm saying? And it was just dope as fuck, you know? Like, you get to like find out more of these people or whatever. I feel like he should, and just, I mean, he might even say no if they asked him anymore. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But he was always good at the Gathering. Him and Lil White had performed together at the Gathering. I think he respects the Juggalos. I think he respects everything, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and I think that's why he was so hurt that he wasn't invited for that year, and it's totally understandable. 1,000%.
And at the same time, I get it, you know? If it's like some kind of loyalty thing, I get loyalty is bond, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it goes or whatever. But at the same time, I feel like, you know, we could kind of... brush
that aside with all the bullshit.
But Jelly Roll, like, you know, he's one of those people that, like, he is just trying to get himself out there. He works hard to get himself out there. He does all these other things, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it is hard to play by that part of the book.
Yeah.
When it comes to that type of shit in music or whatever. I assume. I don't fucking know. But I just think that Jelly Roll would be dope at the Gathering, and I think people would like to see him live at the Gathering. I know I'm not necessarily, like, I might not even see him if he performs live at the Gathering. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I think
he deserves to be there.
I think Juggalos want to see him. I don't know. What do you think? What do you guys think? Would you guys want to see? Would you guys want to see Jelly Roll though? I mean, like, are you guys fans of Jelly Roll? I just like I don't know. I'm speaking like kind of a general opinion that I think that Juggalos have of Jelly Roll. But is that the opinion that Juggalos have? Do they?
I mean, I think a lot of people, you know, a lot of Juggalos do like Jelly Roll, like as an artist in general. So I think, you know, a lot of people would.
I think so.
Would see him.
That's where my opinion comes from. Is that I've listened to Jelly Roll songs. I think it's cool that
I've never heard a bad Jelly Roll song, so, I mean, I can't say anything bad about the guy, you know, because I completely understood his frustration of, you know, that whole Gathering situation and everything like that. I mean, he works with the people who he has the ability to work with in order to get him out there, so, with that being said, I mean, I think he's more than deserving to be at the Gathering.
Yeah. I think so too. Like I said, I might not even see the motherfucker live if he's there. I just know that Juggalos would love to see Jelly Roll together. Yeah. Maybe not even these Juggalos that I know, but I just know other Juggalos for sure. Like Jelly Roll, and I think people were upset that he was. He's got a big following. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he does.
But if he also doesn't play there, I just think these are predictions. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or you know, probability or whatever. But I just, if he doesn't, like I said, at the same time, I'm also not going to be like, well, I'm not going to the Gathering because fucking Jelly Roll's not going to be there. Right. It's just like, I think that, I do think that Juggalos
deserves a spot.
I'm not even, maybe,
it'd be nice to see.
I think he's a Juggalo favorite. And I think, like, again, it's about the underground. It's about I mean, the 20th annual was super duper, and maybe you had that same mentality that, like, it should be the people that helped us get 20 years, but now we're like, it's 21, and we're rising from the ashes of what shitty year was. So I feel like it's the artists who are around who made it through the pandemic and fucking are grinding still and grinding through the whole pandemic then should also be highlighted. And that's why I would go right away to Scum and really the entire LSP roster.
LSP needs to come back.
50 Shades?
For sure.
50 Shades of Snuff. Oh, man. And this, like, and maybe politics stop this again, though, too, but fuck, man. How could we not rise from the ashes without a fucking LSP, without Scum, fucking Insane Poetry, fucking, you know,
Make my motherfucking day.
Oh, dude, if you could do a triple,
make my motherfucking day.
If it's just a triple MFD set, that'd be dope. But I'm at this point where I'm kind of like, it's got to be all LSP though, all in the one set like they did. 50 Shades of Snuff. They give them that whole block like they did, and you get like fucking, you know, the whole LSP roster, fucking Scum, fucking. If you still get Smalls ones out there, like I said, if you get all of them, you know what I'm saying? Now Cody Manson, you get motherfucking. I already said Insane Poetry, motherfucking Razor, fucking motherfucking Class, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to obviously fucking Damian Quinn, who just dropped motherfucking his latest shit today. Yeah, you know, like, I'm trying to list off all the fucking artists and shit. I know I'm forgetting my homies out there, you know what I'm saying? But still, dude, to get 50 Shades of Snuff, part 2, I think it would be at the 21st annual Gathering of the Juggalos.
Would be epic as fuck. I
don't think anybody would be disappointed. Who would be disappointed in seeing that? Like, people would be happy as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it happened at Legend Valley the last time it happened, too.
So it would just
for
be...
17?
It would be right...
Or not 17, but that next year
for them to come back for 2021.
I don't know when it was then. It happened, I don't know where it happened then. I could be mistaken, but... Because it didn't happen in Oklahoma.
Return.
Yeah, but either way, it does. 50 Shades of Snuff at the Gathering of the Juggalos. Make it happen. I mean, Scum is, and this is, I don't know, these aren't even requests. This is predictions because I feel like this is what needs to happen. You know what I'm saying?
This is what needs to happen.
Like,
speculations.
Scum, for sure is like, you know, he's the Gorefather. How could he not have his place at the motherfucking Gathering of the Juggalos? How could LSP being, you know, in the top 3 not have their place at the Gathering of the Juggalos? You know, I think it would be super dope. And like, you know, people like Razor should, you know, have their first time performing together at the Gathering as Razor. Cody Manson, who's out there fucking grinding like a motherfucker, out on tour right now, the Manson Family Tour.
Absolutely.
Should definitely be performing at the Gathering of the Juggalos. You know what I'm saying? Like, these cats are out there.
That'd be something we wouldn't be able to miss.
Exactly. Those are one of those shows. We talk about, throughout this, we're going to talk about a couple of shows that are obviously can't miss shows. This is a can't miss show. If this happens at the Gathering, you would not. Who's going to miss fucking 50 Shades of Snuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to...
It's too unique of a thing. It's too unique of a set to skip.
And then you would have the full versatility of LSP. You know what I'm saying? You would have just like, you know, how it goes through the entire roster of all their fucking artists. I think really that would be top tier Gathering shit.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that is definitely one of my prediction requests or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just think that it would be a dope block at the Gathering. You know, even if it was just triple MFD, but that'd be dope. I mean, I feel like Scum has to be there, like, regardless. It has to be Scum and the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Man. Bring the whole crew.
Yeah, and you know, if we could get another 50 Shades of Snuff, it'd be dope. Damian Quinn and even like, you know, Cult Activity should be at the Gathering. There should be, you know, some shit like that. You know, like, so I feel like LSP needs to be like highly represented on the roster of this year's Gathering because.
I think that would fucking
kill
go
shit.
Hard on that shit too.
I think they would go harder than most motherfuckers that we've seen at the Gathering, honestly.
And it would be super appreciated from all the LSP fans and the LSP roster. Bro, there's like we said it in the last video that we did of like prediction request type shit or whatever. There's an LSP card into the Echo side. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm not necessarily saying anymore, because I said it in the last thing. If you're a card, you should play the Gathering. You should have at least some played at the Gathering. I get it, but they're on a card. You know what I'm saying? Bring them back to the motherfucking Gathering of the Juggalos. Not everybody is on those cards. You have to bring back, but just LSP is for sure someone that have to come back on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, those are some of the Juggalo favorites. I have a few more, and I feel like all of those, I feel like everything has this own weird reason to why I would want to have them there or whatever. And but I'm gonna go kind of get a little spicy on it. You know what I'm saying? On some of the top tier, because I only have 2 that I think are high probability, and I'll tell why.
Okay.
All right.
Shoot.
I'm gonna say my big one. I think this could happen. All right.
Do it.
All right. So.
Do it.
I think that there's a high probability that Limp Bizkit will play at the Gathering of the Juggalos this year.
I think that would be fucking fantastic.
I feel like it's a high probability because they're playing on a bunch of other festivals. I think that they might play at
including Midwestern festivals.
Yeah, they're playing. I think Lollapalooza one of the days, or Riot Fest too. That I think that they might be playing at. So they're playing at. So I know that they're out there. I know that they're on the festival circuit, and that's what you kind of have to look at when it comes. How they caught the Grey Days tour. You know what I'm saying? You try to catch a tour routing. You try to catching a tour routing is cheaper when you're booking an artist. So when you get those emails of people who are routing a tour or whatever. So I think Limp Bizkit could be a super high probability. They're being routed for festivals. They have the history with ICP now, you know what I'm saying? And they did it. Fred Durst and them already did a song, and then the whole fucking Shaggy dropkick shit. So I'm telling you, Limp Bizkit for the Gathering, and tell me that wouldn't be one of those things that would be holy shit.
I would be
and it would be one of the rock.
And then have Limp Bizkit come
one
out
of the
and try
rock
to
themed,
dropkick
lineups.
Shaggy 2 Dope on one of his sets.
Yeah, tell me that wouldn't be a fucking mind blowing type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think that would be dope.
Matt, go ahead and wrap that
That'd
up.
be quite bizarre.
Just exit it out and just let it.
See ya, yo.
Bye, guys.
Jump back to what we're saying, but think how sick, that would be one of those big. So here we're Suicide Boys was big or whatever,
Ghost
even in the
Man was
past,
big.
someone maybe even Busta Rhymes was kind of big and he killed it.
Seven Dust was big. In this moment, it's huge.
George Carl.
So to get Limp Bizkit, bro, they'd probably be a headliner for sure. And that's what I'm kind of looking at. What's weird is that both my picks are rock themed or whatever, but Limp Bizkit's a totally different theme than the other, that I think is a probable headliner. But Limp Bizkit seems just probable, right? I mean, it seems like within the Slice EP budget, their psychopathic budget, I think they are being routed on festivals right now. I've seen them on at least 2 of them. The history with Fred Durst, and then I feel like that could be a high probability. That would be one that I'd be like, yo, I'm going to see Limp Bizkit at the Gathering. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting me a fucking backwards fucking. You can't wear a red hat anymore. Fuck. Can't wear a red hat at all anymore. But that's all good. I wouldn't wear it anyway. But I'm like, yo, Limp Bizkit's in the house. Limp Bizkit's in the house. But no, that would be one of those. Exactly. That would be one of the ones that would fucking get me I'd be like, all right, cool. Limp Bizkit's at the fucking. I'd go check it out. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my. It's one of my top ones. Yeah. That's one of my maybes because it seems possible. Usually when we list these things off, it's
very feasible.
And I don't want to go over the stale list Bone Thugs and Harmony or fucking Tech Nine or whatever. And I'm only saying stale for me. They might not be stale for other fucking juggalos or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But even when it comes down to the Tech Nine thing,
I would like him to rehearse titties and areola, please.
Yeah, because
please rehearse that.
What did you guys think about Tech Nine's set at the 20th?
Please rehearse areola and titties.
How can I mean, I love Tech 9 and shit, but how can you forget the fucking lyrics to the only song you're able to play at the Gathering?
Yeah, that's. I mean, but you guys.
I was kind of very disappointed.
I think people forget. I
not
just think
just those songs though, but
I just think his set was totally lackluster compared to any other set that I've seen Tech Nine at the Gathering.
The set from that 20th
like
Gathering
Rust.
was very, very heavy into the Cathartic series.
Yeah.
And that whole Cathartic series was really, really deep and really, really like, it grabbed people and it sunk people.
Yeah.
You know, and hearing that whole Cathartic series, you know, being played throughout his set, it was like, I want these hype songs. I want these fucking bangers. I want the fucking uppity fucking shit. You guys, he sang fucking one verse of fucking Caribou Lou. Are you shitting me? Jiggy and I, we got as far as grabbing the container, opening it up, and he went to go take a sip, and as he went to go take a sip, they switched songs.
Yeah.
And it was like, and then we looked at each other, he went to go hand it to me, and we were like, wait, it's over?
Yeah, I just wasn't a big fan. At the 17th annual, I thought he killed it. But that's like 4 years in between.
That was fantastic at the 17th annual. Like, it was absolutely mesmerizing. You couldn't take your eyes off of the set at all.
Yeah.
But then, like, you know, the 20th happened.
It was just like, almost like it was phoned in. So almost when it comes down to it, Tech Nine would be someone that I don't necessarily would care if they didn't perform at the Gathering this year. They probably will because he's like a Gathering staple or whatever. I know people that I know would like to see Tech Nine. I'm sure Mad Juggalos want to see Tech Nine.
Well, with that being said, now that Chris Calico is Earhouse.
Whose house?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Like, it's a toss-up now because, I mean, I would like to see them back together again.
Saying is that, you can't see Tech without Chris. How fucking cool would it be if Chris Calico performed at the Gathering of the Juggalos and Tech Nine didn't? How dope. He's by himself now. How dope would that be if Chris Calico played at the
Tech comes out as Chris's hype man.
No, what the fuck? No. Just Chris Calico.
Just Chris.
We don't even have Tech Nine at the Gathering anymore.
And his wife. I want Chris's wife to shine.
We don't even need to have Tech Nine at the Gathering anymore. Just have Chris Calico.
She's done a couple songs with him on the new stuff. And
on top
so
of that,
I want her to fucking be on
have Stevie Stone at the Gathering of the Juggalos because they both left. I mean, like that would just be Stevie
Stone. Yeah.
If there was like petty things, maybe that might be along the lines of petty type shit, and you just be like, yo, why don't you just come do the Gathering by yourself? You don't need to bring Tech or anything. Just come by yourself.
You.
How cool would that be? Chris Calico, no Tech?
I could have that. But having Tech without Chris Calico.
Tech Nine ruins those Calico sets anyway.
Cool. That's some cold tea you got there, sir.
Yeah, man. But I would like to see that. Those were a couple other things that were in like Juggalo favorites. Chris Calico's Juggalo favorite.
That was pretty spicy.
It'd be pretty cool to see him there and by himself, right? How fucking cool would that be? I just keep thinking about it. How cool would that be if they booked Chris Calico and Stevie Stone. But I would love to see Mayday though too. They're still on Strange and shit. I don't know if they are.
But I want you
Thursday.
This is.
I want my own. I want to say I want my own.
I like my crew sass. I don't like my crew. You be by himself.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But
I'd still like to see him.
This is a web show conversation, but I heard that Recognize isn't on Strange Music anymore.
Not me.
Is that a rumor or is that
I think that's absolute truth. But we'll delete this off it, but that's what I heard. But it'd be really dope. I think to do that. It would be like, I mean, if there was I'm not saying there's a pettiness in Psychopathic at all. I'm not saying they ever operate petty at all. But how cool would it be to be like, yo, fuck Tech Nine, we got fucking Calico and Stevie Stone and Mayday at the Gathering. How cool would that be? How cool would that be, dude?
It'd still be dope.
Yeah, Mers Day, that'd be dope.
I want
Mers Day. But yeah, that would be a fucking epic shit right there.
Mers Day for the Gathering.
But absolutely, man.
Mers Day for the Gathering.
Hey, look, let's not push it, all right? But let's have Calico like fucking co-headline tonight. Oh, people would lose their shit.
But still, either way, Mers Day for the Gathering would be great.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love that.
Yeah, I mean that's I would say like that's Juggalo favorite. There's those shit right there. Stevie Stone also, and Stevie Stone was supposed to do a show with Ouija in like Portland, but that fizzled out. That was supposed to be in like June or something like that.
That would be cool.
But as always, I would like, if we're like talking strange or old strangers, I'd still love Mayday at the Gathering.
Yeah.
Mayday at the Gathering was better than the last time I saw Dark Lotus at the Gathering. That was really fucking. And Mayday have a history with the Gathering, you know what I'm saying? So I'd really like to see them. I'd like to vibe out to them at the Gathering.
That'd be some good chill vibes.
Straight up.
Oh yeah.
That'd be something I'd like. They actually, the last time that I saw them, maybe, the last time I saw them at the Gathering was the 17th annual. They played whatever stage is up here, wherever stage Dark Lotus played at.
Okay.
Right.
They played on that stage, and it was dope as fuck. One late hot ass night in Ohio, and it was fucking dope as fuck. So it'd be really
Out
cool.
in the woods.
How cool would it be again to be in fucking a late ass night in Ohio, listen to fucking Mayday get down.
In the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, shit. So I mean that's some Juggalo favorite shit of mine though too that I've sprinkled out throughout here. You know, I know that you guys kind of agree with a lot of that though too. But is there any Juggalo like favorites that I'm leaving off my shit that you guys kind of thought about?
That's not necessarily a perform. Well, it's a comedy. I think Eric Andre would be a good.
Oh my god.
How cool would that be?
Comedy.
Oh my god.
Or even like even a host, right?
Well,
right.
Yeah, well, about that though, Eric Andre has been doing a lot of like touring around, like just his own personal like vacationing and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would love.
Did you guys see his movie that's on Netflix? Bad Trip.
I did not.
Yeah, man, it's really good. And he's a proud Juggalo.
Oh yeah.
And even not, he plays a good one. And I think like he would have a good time and I think even if he just hosted main stage, that's what they should kind of try to do with the comedian type shit that they're doing this year. If they do them, they shouldn't even have comedian shows. They should try to get comedians that would come out and talk 5 to 10, like the 10-minute overchange or whatever in between, or 10 minutes to get people hype up before the next act or whatever. And but Eric Andre is someone that I would think of, and that's cool that you brought that up because I was thinking of that along that same kind of lines. A shot in the dark would probably be Tom Segura. Yeah, he knows of Shaggy and the Shaggy and the Creep Show and shit, so that'd be really dope. You know what I'm saying? But Steve-O for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Fuck yeah, man.
Steve-O to host a night at the Gathering, how dope would that be? You know what I'm saying? Even though we're never really close enough to see the host, it's just always cool to hear whatever. Like when Charlie Sheen was there, we were fucking slapped, and Charlie Sheen was hosting and shit. That just was weird, like. So
Charlie Sheen to come back.
Yeah, so if we can get like Steve-O to host or whatever and do some wild Steve-O shit on stage, I think that'd be cool as fuck, So or even Eric Andre, like if they, because I missed when Jim Norton was there and it sucked. Like we missed it. We were doing something else and like somehow we like overlapped time in some way. So I've missed a lot of cool comedy at the Gathering, but I got to see motherfucking Charlie Murphy at the Gathering of the Juggalos, 2005. The 2005 Gathering of the Juggalos in Ohio, but just motherfucking the greater part of Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Got to see fucking Charlie Murphy. Me and Jiggy Fresh stood on a chair, fucking together as it fucking dug itself into the ground with my fat ass, and I was fucking like, me and Jiggy were fucking Jay and Silent Bob in that bitch, except for he wasn't as tall, you know what I'm saying? But we were on this chair, we watched fucking Charlie Murphy, we saw I've seen Tom Green at the Gathering, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think about
Gilbert Gottfried,
Pauly Shore, you know what I'm saying? Some really cool comedy sets.
Gallagher.
I don't think I've seen Gallagher. I don't think I've seen
Where's that fake Gallagher?
No, we saw Gallagher.
So there has been really, really cool comedy sets. Do they count?
Do they count?
What? I mean, I laugh
at
comedy.
Yeah, I laugh.
I laugh at
I've laughed at a lot of shit that wasn't supposed to be funny at the Gathering, though, too. But I think some comedy, like, even if Steve-O did comedy there, it'd be cool. Fucking Tom Segura did comedy there. If any of, like, the Legion of the Skanks guys or some shit did comedy there, it'd be really dope. I don't know how probable it is. Like, with Tom Segura, he's like, big time comedian and shit. But that would be something that'd blow my mind.
Right.
There's not a whole lot that would like blow my mind, and they don't necessarily need to be blowing my mind at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna go regardless, guys. Don't worry. But that would be mind blowing shit.
To go with like kind of comedy, kind of performance. Josh Martin, voice actor, he performs as Majin Buu in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
He is a part of a Beastie Boys tribute band, like the #1 Beastie Boys tribute band. And I was talking to him, years ago at a convention, and he was saying that a gathering was something that was in their sites and stuff, but because of scheduling and everything, they couldn't be there.
Because Psychopathic is known for getting some dope ass band cover bands like that.
Yeah, we've seen the fucking Michael Jackson impersonators and shit.
Well, that one year they for Whoopstock they did a Jimi Hendrix impersonator and all that shit. So they like. There's been a few years where they've done novelty type bands or whatever.
I think
going on to Mini Kiss, as being
right.
When I saw Mini Kiss, I wore Kiss boxers the night that I saw Mini Kiss perform again.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was dope as fuck. I showed everybody who wanted to see. I was like, yo, I'm wearing Kiss boxers, bro. Yeah, straight up. Like, it was fucking dope as fuck, man.
Absolutely. I think the group Rhymin' and Stealin' from, with Josh Martin and
yeah,
his crew,
that'd be fucking cool as shit.
Beastie Boys tribute band.
I mean,
I think that would be fantastic.
I'm sure that they're really good at booking shit, and they know like when they booked that like Cybertronic, who was it, Cybertronic Funk or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Booking stuff like that is cool as fuck. Like they got the coolest ninja minds out there booking the motherfucking Gathering of the Juggalos.
And they still have Guar almost every year too.
Yeah. I know that regardless, even if I'm like, I don't give a fuck what the Gathering lineup is, I know that they do, and they're gonna make it as dope as they can.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I'm pretty sure the Gathering lineup is basically booked. Shaggy Tulip at least said that in the podcast, but they can be just... But I will be interested to see how it goes. And we've been talking, I don't really care about that, because I'm really, looking forward to hanging out with y'all, but if we do get these acts like that, I think that's super cool, those are some of the people. I said I had another that I feel like would be like a top build fucking throw it in the face act. It would be Body Count. Ice-T, Body Count, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Ice-T's already played at the Gathering though, so I think, and he's down.
He was in the documentary too.
Yeah, so that makes him fucking
Family Underground.
That makes him top tier. You know what I'm saying? So, but to have him come back as Body Count released that album last year. Might have been that Carnivore album. I don't know if I was scrolling through. My mom liked it. She was talking to me about it, and I was like, oh shit, they would be really dope at the Gathering. You know what I'm saying? Another heavy fucking band that would just fucking go
tear shit up.
Yeah, and it'd be something that the Juggalos don't get to see often. It's something that most people don't get to see often. To see Body Count, you know what I'm saying, perform live together, it'd be dope as fuck. But I think it's probable because Ice-T's connection already with the Juggalos. You know what I'm saying? Has done tracks with ICP before, has been at the Gathering, has been in the motherfucking documentary and shit. So I feel like he's got that connection, so he should almost already, guaranteed be included.
Yeah, true.
But when it does come to, kind of top tier shit like that, even if you had to, in probability, you gotta kind of keep it to where knowing this is the Gathering, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But who are some people that you think are possible, but would blow your fucking mind if it did happen? Let me get one from you guys. Who would you think?
A possible,
but would blow your fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? But it's got to kind of be in the realm of possibility. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, I think they turn it down all the time, but that would be something dope as fuck though too. Absolutely, be mind blowing. I always say because they say they always shoot out crazy numbers. You know, you're never gonna get Rob Zombie. You're never gonna get motherfucking Marilyn Manson or whatever.
RTJ.
Yeah, that would be absolute
fucking. That would be.
I think we put it on our list last time that it would just be cool as fuck. But man, Run the Jewels at the motherfucking game.
Run the Jewels was.
They're a huge tour.
I would
pushed
be
back.
speechless.
I don't know their dates around that time. I get to see them in September though, with Miley Cyrus.
Dude. Oh shit.
I think there might even be still tickets available.
Oh,
I mean, really for Summerfest you get to see them for free. I think because you just buy the Summerfest ticket. But we have the Miley Cyrus ticket, so we go to the amphitheater also.
See that bitch sing through fucking
Get that Miley Cyrus.
We gonna see that Miley Cyrus. But anyway, yeah, Run the Jewels at the Gathering. I mean, I don't know how far out of the lines of probability that is. They definitely know of and respect ICP, both of them. So I think it would be man, that would be some shit if they said Run the Jewels at the Gathering and the Juggalos. Bro,
cry. I cry.
I would fucking.
I cry.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I cry.
It'd be bigger than fucking Suicide Boys.
Yeah.
Fucking beast. I'd be almost mad. I'd be like, oh shit. But if they do that shit, it was fucking meant to be. You know what I'm saying? It was fucking. If we get fucking.
That'd be the tie-dye shirt.
We get Run the Jewels at the Gathering of the Juggalos. I don't know how far off it is. I don't know how much they cost or whatever. I don't know if they're open. I know that they are trying to do some dates. Like I said, I get to see them in September.
Their availability.
I don't know if they're in
incognito
I don't know if
mode.
they're. I mean, I don't think people are going across the seas yet or overseas yet. So, but I definitely think.
This would be bad shit.
And that's what's weird is I think Run the Jewels have a higher probability of that ever happening. Like that's like, but that's not saying that's a high probability either way.
Yeah.
I just think that Run the Jewels kind of is one of those ones that could maybe happen. That if it did, sheesh, be done. I would just. Look, I'm waiting until fucking. Not because I'm worried about the lineup or whatever, but I'm just gonna like wait to buy my ticket. If they announce fucking Run the Jewels, I'm like, beep, beep, boop, boop, bop, bop, bop. Putting in my fucking, I'm buying my ticket right then and there. I know the ticket sales will jump up on that because of that.
And the thing is when it came to Suicide Boys and Ghostman, we all thought, at the gathering that people alone would just buy that fucking ticket for Suicide Boys and Ghostman to see those couple nights.
Yeah.
And it really kind of wasn't so much like that. Like, I didn't hear shit like that from really anybody. Yeah. I tried keeping an ear out of, I'm only
no
here
matter
for
what,
this.
people come to the gathering for the fucking Juggalos. No matter what.
Right. And
but if there's ever going to be some mind-blowing shit, those would be, and people appreciate the fuck out of the mind-blowing shit. I just think that might be somewhere where people would be like, if you're like an on-the-fence Juggalo, you might be like, okay, I'm going to go see Run the Jewels together with the Juggalos.
Then that would be your selling point.
Yeah, bro. If I was singing all the Suicide Boys lyrics, could you imagine if Run the Jewels was there and we're just fucking in our spot, just fucking getting down?
We wouldn't be in our spot. We would be running to the front. We would drop everything and run to the front.
I'd get yeah, you're right. I'd get.
We would drop everything and run to the front, and we know how to handle fucking Juggalo crowds. We would get to the front of that bitch.
I think maybe we're putting too much hype into it, but that'd be so dope. That'd be fucking. I haven't looked at their tour lineup for the summer. Like I said, I know they're gonna be in Milwaukee in September. So that gives us.
If I weren't fucked up for Suicide Boys, I probably would have ran up on.
Because I was able to at least see it, and it sounded so good back where we were at too.
It did.
And I've been close to RTJ before. I've seen Run the Jewels about 6 times. To see them at the Gathering of the Juggalos would be the greatest things ever. You know what I'm saying? So that's top tier. Maybe probable though. I definitely feel like
we're keeping our high hopes up.
If there's any way that they're able to do crazy shit like that, like I said, I'll fucking flip out. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, right now,
especially for the comeback year like this, where it was all sprung on us and everything, that would be worth the springing.
Oh, you thought we ain't going to have anybody? Run the Jewels, fucking.
I mean, to break it down, we're paying the same price ticket for, one less of a day. But yeah, if they're keeping it that fucking hype and trying to fit that much shit in. I mean, I truly believe that something that big is a high probability.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, right now they don't have a lot of anything out, you know, they haven't dropped any kind of artist or whatever, but I think, like, as we were talking about it, I don't know when we're going to get this video up, but this is a 4th of July weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if on the 4th of July we get some kind of crazy ass banger.
Just because we got the word on the gathering on Memorial Day.
And the last time there was the gathering video, it came out on Memorial Day. Yeah, it was in Indianapolis for the 2019 20th annual Super Gathering. So I don't know. You know how psychopathic is, man. So we might hear some shit here this weekend.
We might not.
Well, we found out, you know, speaking Memorial Day, you know, because we were at Team DMT Fest.
Yeah.
So that was, you know, his birthday weekend, Team DMT Fest, fucking Memorial Day weekend, and
so
everything.
Really, yeah,
so
we got to find out there was a gathering.
up again.
Here it could be another holiday weekend again. We've been hype enough since then, you know, and like I said, they've only dropped a couple of details. Obviously, the Bazaar show is going to be fucking crazy, you know. I think Juggalos.
I'm extraordinarily hyped for a Bazaar Show because I didn't have the opportunity to see any of the Bazaar tours. Like I didn't have that opportunity because I was just blossoming into the whole. I
got to see a Bazaar tour
crowd then
in Chicago, and the Bazaar and everything was just like. You know,
I heard it was unreal.
That was just a cool time. Like, I was a young ass juggalo, so like I was like you know,
fuckers jumping out balconies and shit.
So even just not the tour itself. Like, my birthday's November 2nd. The CDs came out on the Halloween, so I got them for my birthday. You know, like it was.
Bizarre Eyes was the first like ICP CD that I went like and bought myself.
Yeah. Vibes. Like, so you could like those albums go to like. When that intro kicks off at the gathering of the Juggalos, the intro that isn't on Apple Music, the intros that they got sued for, you know what I'm saying? Using that John Carpenter fucking, isn't that what it is on there?
I think so.
Like some Escape from fucking New York or shit. But man, to hear that play at the motherfucking gathering, yo, that's gonna be so wild. And some of those songs that they're gonna play at the gathering, I remember being at that ICP show in Chicago when they played, when the Bazaar tour came, and when the lights came off, and it just said, "Welcome to the Dark Carnival," and I was like, ah! Like fucking, like 12 years old or whatever, like shouldn't even be in Chicago. I was just so fucking awesome. So to hear it at the gathering all these years later, I'm gonna be so fucking hype. You know, I really just can't fucking wait. That's so when they announced that they were still doing that, then it's not the Bazaar themed gathering anymore, but they were still doing the Bazaar show. I'm like, fuck. Hey, bro, it could be ICP all 3 fucking days. Ouija Mac can perform all 3 days with ICP. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be fucking still in the crowd crying
still
like
there.
Motherfuckers, you know what I'm
Right?
saying? That's so good.
Oh my god, yeah.
So yeah,
Basically.
Bazaar show. Ouija Mac. Me and Jiggy Fresh missed Ouija Mac at the 20th annual gathering of the Juggalos due to our scheduling issues, you know what I'm saying, of us getting there. So we missed it and it fucking sucked. We've already got to see Ouija twice this year. We will see Ouija maybe even another 2 times before the gathering, on the road to the gathering.
And definitely once.
At least definitely once in West Chicago at the West Chicago Social Club. If you need tickets, DM us. But also, so we'll be able to at least see him, you know, another time before then. But I'm still so hyped knowing that no matter what, shouldn't say that. We will see him at the motherfucking gathering of the Juggalos. Ouija, on top of that, Ouija really should be headlining the first night of the gathering.
Yeah.
If he's not headlining, he should be like direct support to whoever is headlining. And if not, then he should play direct support for ICP. You know, like, I don't know. That's too long at the end of the gathering, but Ouija should definitely headline or like.
I mean, with it being only the 3 days, I mean, yeah, I could see him being literally right before ICP.
Or he should headline a night or co-headline against with someone super big. Because they played him really early at the 20th annual, or not like really early, but it was early.
Yeah, man, he deserves.
And I think out of everyone, Ouija.
A better time slot than that, man.
Yeah, I think Ouija deserves a huge time slot together in the Juggalos, like a premium main stage spot, like co-headline for Limp Bizkit. Ouija back, then Limp Bizkit, main stage, Gathering the Juggalos, hosted by motherfucking Steve-O. Make it happen! Make it happen! Make it happen!
Or Eric Andre.
Yeah, right?
Eric Andre,
because that shit's hilarious.
Make it happen. Woo!
I want Eric Andre to host a comedy show with Clownvis doing a comedy set.
So Clownvis will definitely have to be hosting a stage this year and performing a sideshow somewhere. Clownvis, absolute must.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's a bad motherfucker.
But
I also think we should do a Best of Transaction Fire Peep show. That's another seminar.
But speaking of your woo, I really think that your woo. What kind of wrestlers are you thinking for JC Dub?
I think that they might be able to pull some big shits out this year. They're saying that it'll be big. I didn't get to watch all the Flashlight match, but I heard that was really good. But we'll see.
I want DDP.
Be 100% honest with you.
I want to be honest.
Right before we watched JC Dub at the 20th annual, I got very, very sick. Like very, very sick. Like the last 12 hours of, hey, what did you eat today besides handfuls of eat, censored, extra deleted, fucking, and then I felt like terrible. I didn't see Violent J take the fucking flaming punch to the head and catch his hair on fire and all that stuff, But if they pull some big punches, Low Spot Nixon, who do you think?
Diamond Dallas Page.
Man, how cool would that be? DDP busting out some yoga
he's been posting. That would be cool if he did a seminar. That would be sick.
And we all did live DDP.
A fucking DDP yoga fucking seminar. Oh my god, that'd be fucking amazing.
Hey, look,
that'd be so fucking chill for everybody.
You do like a sunrise yoga session with some DDPY. I'd do that shit. I'd stay at the gathering to do it.
I would do that. I would do that. 100%. But I would love to see DDP because I've seen him recently post a bunch of different stuff about different people that he's wrestled with, and he's gone from WWE names to AEW names to JCW names. And he even posted a picture of when he was a part of the NWO.
Hell yeah.
And he said something about like Kevin Nash or someone couldn't make it that night, so he filled in for Kevin Nash, so he's there with Scott Hall and shit. Fucking as NWO for JCW, and was like, that's fucking amazing.
There's been a couple years at JCW where I went to see some of the big fucking celebrities. JCW runs late at night, so you got to be fucking ready to go for that type of shit.
Right.
But it is something like, most years or a lot of years, it's been the biggest independent wrestling show in America. Because the wrestlers that they get to wrestle throughout that weekend. Some of them are huge as fuck that you don't see other places.
Piper.
When they were getting fucking
Funk.
And they're like. They'll have some good matches, bro. I think they do kill it, and we'll see JC Dub. That is the thing about the gathering too. They have a lot of shit to book. They got a lot of stuff that goes on throughout that whole fucking week at the weekend, the 3 days of the motherfucking gathering, the Juggalos.
Right.
Jigsaw and them are gonna be talking about parking lot party and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you know how it goes.
I think we're talking about leaving like the night.
If we can leave,
before.
if we can leave the night before and get out there the night before and catch everything, the night before everything opens, or
We'll probably leave early, the day it starts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get out there by the time main stage starts getting going. You know what I'm saying? And just set up to wherever you guys are. We'll find wherever. I'll try to sway Frank the Tank over this way, so I have different independent spots, so I can keep you guys at a respectable distance apart from everybody. So you guys all,
I don't know if I don't know
other.
if he's gonna post up somewhere because he has to.
Oh, he's looking for you guys though. That's the thing, is that we all need a home base.
Yeah.
Kuhn's gonna have a spot. He's looking towards kind of going northish.
Yeah. If you guys are watching, man, let us know where you plan on staying. If you guys want to meet up, we have announced the TeamMUJ meetup going on Fridays right now.
By the merch booth, ain't it?
Yeah,
Merch booth.
Corner of the merch area. We'll be setting some shit up there so you guys can see it. This gathering being all about the motherfucking underground, rising from the ashes, the metamorphosis from a motherfucking caterpillar to a butterfly, all that other good shit. Here we are at the motherfucking gathering. It would be dope to see some homies there. Not just shaking your hand and hugging you, but on some kind of stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jigsaw Killa is one of our homies that we've been fucking with for about the last 2 years or so. Shot music videos with him, hosted shows with him, and things like that, At the last gathering, I saw him there, but we just didn't really know each other, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I met him, I felt like I met him recently. It was at the Fearless Fred Fury show earlier that year. So we're really tight. We didn't get tight until the end of that year. You guys now, we do Trash Fire with him and stuff. We promote his music, shot those videos for him, whatever. I just feel like he definitely deserves a spot somewhere at the gathering.
Oh, yeah.
But this is a guy that, I know puts a lot into what he's doing, you know what I'm saying? He's got some really great music, and I feel like he would kill it at some stage at the gathering of the Juggalos. Absolutely. And I think on a higher note, another one that, another of our new homies would be Darby O'Trill. But I think, Darby definitely deserves some kind of, that the stage that, Twisted Insane played at, the Shazam stage or whatever. That's the spot that Darby should play at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Earlier, because there was it was be two people who kicked off that were super heavy on that stage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That we would see in one day. Darby O'Trill would be dope as fuck on that stage.
Absolutely.
Whatever they would do as how the Shazam stage was last year. Darby O'Trill would be dope. Or late at night, you know what I'm saying? Late at night shows are harder for people to make because there's so much shit going on late at night. So I feel like if Darby played at 5 o'clock on that the independent stage would be dope as fuck, you know what I'm saying? And then Whitney Payton or some shit play after him.
Fuck yeah.
That shit would be fucking cold blooded, that would be that'd be cool as fuck. I say Whitney Payton as because that's how it usually goes. There'll be a couple of people, 2 fire, and then there'd be a headline of that stage before then the main stage kicks off or whatever.
And the 50 Shades of Snuff before that.
Oh yeah, or Darby O'Trill and then 50 Shades of Snuff.
That would fucking...
And then the main stage starts at 6 o'clock then after that.
Warm.
Yeah.
Open for
all
Darby.
that day, yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, we have a lot of homies that I'd like to see, you know what I'm saying? It could be Strife and Darby do their set together, you know what I'm saying? I know young Strife is kind of relatively new in the scene or whatever like that, and he's grinding hard as fuck. So I think if Juggalos, if Darby was able to do a set and Strife be on the set with him, I think that'd be cool as fuck, because then more Juggalos would be able to hear some of this, the tracks that Strife's gonna let out some new shit then too, but is also got that track with Darby that they can do together.
Rough for Gates.
Yeah, dude. That's someone else we really get behind then too is Will Gates. And I feel for Will Gates, I can guarantee this motherfucker shows up. He shows up with heart, no matter when you want him to perform. I saw him perform 2 times at a festival.
He didn't even have to do that. And he did.
He filled in a slot the next day, and that's why he performed the next day. So keep in mind, he was not prepared to play the next day and still played, and I think he did it better than the first day.
And we thought he was going to lose his voice that first night.
We got fucked up the night before. So for Will Gates to...
He popped up that next morning. He's like, hey guys, how you doing?
Will partied with us
what the fuck?
the night before. He had no idea he was performing the next day. and then
idea.
and then slept in a tent. It got like fucking 30 degrees out that motherfucking night. Slept in a tent, woke up early as fuck, and then still performed the next day. Screamed his fucking release the Kraken shit and killed it. So this is something that I could kind of like. I could go to bat for at least that I guarantee seeing him come to a festival, party hard, and then still had to fucking play the next day though. Didn't know he had to play.
And then still stayed for your set and shit too.
And then fucking
stood by you on your set.
Oh yeah, then we continued to party the whole rest of the next night. I didn't play until late my set the following night. He played hours before me and then was still up fucking vibing with fucking my set hours later. So Will Gates, young motherfucking young killer right now. He's grinding hard. Trash Boy Entertainment. Book him for fucking some stage. This motherfucker play at 2 o'clock in the afternoon at the Gathering of the Juggalos, and he would be happy as fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Will Gates. Another cat then, Smoking a Bear. I'm shouting this cat out because he's grinding hard as fuck. I've met him. He's dope. He's on tour right now. Motherfucking Cody Manson. He sends in all kinds of shit for Trash Fire. Be dope as fuck, you know. On top of the several artists like, you know, Shade, who we'd love to fucking see there for sure.
Yeah,
I feel like that's like a guarantee though. I feel like ICP are like, oh yeah, we gotta book Shade. Wicked Wood. I feel like ICP are like, or Psychopath are like, oh yeah, we got Wicked Wood has to be, you know. So we did share flyers for these people or whatever, but those are some other people then too. Wicked Wood, I feel like, are Juggalo staples now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they are seen as the future of the Wicked. So they should be playing at the Gathering. There's no fucking doubt, you know what I'm saying? But even Shade too, someone we've met along the way, TeamMUJ, and we've seen him out there grinding, doing all his shit. I think that's someone else. Right. I don't want anyone to get like mad that we don't go, oh, what about me? What about me? Fuck yeah, you too. That's what we want. You know what I'm saying? We just don't know. You know what I'm saying? And it takes
We're just trying to push everyone.
You want us to find out, though.
I can only write so many of your names in my brain. You know what I'm saying?
You could submit your shit to a special email.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, and like, hey, you can find out too by how dope your shit is by going to Trash Fire. You know what I'm saying? And sending your music into that. But at the same time, we know a lot of people, and we do try to push the people that we fuck with or whatever. And some of these people also fuck with us super heavy, so that's why it's like a constant reminder. Oh yeah, man, we'd love to see them at the Gathering because these people fuck with us heavy though too. You know, Will Gates fucks with us heavy, fucks with Ouija heavy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, but doesn't it come down to the end of the day though that we just want to gather. You know what I'm saying?
Want to gather with them, people that we met throughout
the years.
So. You know, it's super dope that Psychopathic are putting on the Gathering again. Similar, you know, like this doesn't even seem like we threw out a lot of shit out there. This is like demands, but we want to hear what you guys think. Who are some predictions that you think might be happening up at the Gathering? Who are some people that you think or you would love to see perform? Who are some guarantees or some people that you think are in the realm of being
absolutely?
You know who I would like to see, but I know would probably never happen.
Who?
Somebody you actually turned us on to is Ice Peak.
Bro, if they get out of Russia, that'd be dope as fuck. I don't know where they live, but yeah, they could be.
I don't think they're allowed to even travel.
So there's another guy named Slow Tie who's opening for Suicide Boys, and we go see him, and I think he'd be cool as fuck. He was on a Gorilla track.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But you know, guys, make sure you guys have. I really couldn't think of anything else, but like, I feel like that's just what it goes to is that I just really want to gather with you guys, the people who I don't chat with necessarily on Twitter, but see you guys on Twitter. I'm way better at talking, obviously, than I am fucking tweeting. So let's talk at the Gathering. Let's meet up with each other. You know, let's
come see us. We see you.
Chop it up.
Yeah, if you see me, though, make sure you say something because you know I might not see you because I can't see real well.
Bring snacks.
I just will have sunglasses in my eyes. I can see. They will not be able to see really well, I'm sure.
Matt's my guide.
But you know, in the comments again, you know, let us know who you guys think or you'd like to see at the Gathering. Make sure you guys share this video with your friends. If you guys are new here, obviously, fucking, you know, subscribe to the motherfucking channel. And if you guys fuck with us, man. We look forward to seeing you at the Gathering of the Juggalos.
Come say what up.
I know we're all super hype about it, and TeamMUJ just can't wait to be back home with the Juggalos. Yeah, so for our boy Jiggy Fresh, I'm Bobby Blaze.
I'm Matt Murderous.
I'm Lotus Nixon.
And we'll see you at the motherfucking Gathering.